wanted to give a quick perspective update. I'm doing the amplifier now. As you can see, the remote and stuff's buried. The RCA, you got the reverse line tap from yesterday. Now up front here, I got so beastly with this that I was able to cut out the cutout in the firewall plug. I pulled it through with needle nose pliers and was able to cut it. So I'll give you some more updates. Alright, so this is the rest of the sub hookup. So you got it coming in here. I mounted it to the top of the box. So you already got the DC to DC charger there. And then that comes down. We went right into the firewall here. I took the factory pop out, punched it out, got that to come in right at the bottom. And then as for everything in here, the typical bass sounds good, clean, crisp. Still got to do the door speakers and the sound insulation. That's going to really make a difference. The sound insulation is going to make like the shit clack inside the truck, you know? And a harmonic inside. So this is the, oops. Shut that door. Alright, so we just started we did the top side, the other side dried, so we flex sealed this board because it's going to go on the roof and hold the roof rack and be a bracer for the ladder. It's going to get screwed up there as I went over in the other. It took about 2 days to dry, roughly 48 hours, but we've had inclement temperature. Took about a third of a can to do the sides and the top. One thing I will say is I do believe, you know, cold weather actually to be easier to paint it on. There was a lot less whitening in the warmer temp. It's about 60 today here in Rhode Island, so I found that it was a little easier in the cold, but it took about 48 hours to dry, which I think is a natural thing anyway. This stuff does not set quickly, but today, after 2 days of drying, it was a nice set finish. The product had a great feel to it. It was a nice rubbery with a textured feel we were going for. I find the roller to put on a good textured feel. Also, don't try to reuse the same roller. I tried doing it at the beginning and it wasn't applying the product as well. I figured it would have gave a little more speckled effect, but definitely change out your roller head. It was, for some reason, not giving as good of a adhesion. Alright, so we're doing the door speakers right now. We're about to put the sound insulation in. 80 mil. Sound deadener. And then the door we'll put in these Alpine R S65C.2, as you can see, and we added the custom tweeter to the door card. So adding these speakers in, this is the door. This is going to go up top. Put the custom marking on there. We'll go with the Alpine INE 987 WHD. Then under the seat we're going to put some custom 10s and a custom box, build a custom box, lighting and shit. But I wanted to show you the noise insulation. So essentially what we're doing here, this is going to be an 80 mil We're going to do the whole car. On the roof, we got 394 mil foam. But we're not going to do that till later, till we progress further in the truck part of the build. Right now I'm doing this because we're at an impasse. I don't have the stuff I need for the pecs and the other stuff, so we're basically going with what we can do today. That's going to be installing the sound insulation. So yeah. Alright, so these are what's going in the front. R6 9.2 Series R Alpines. It was like $350 on Amazon for the pair. For the set, for the 2 6.5s in the back, the 2 6x9s in the front. As you can see, clear upgrade from the Toyota SR5 stock speakers is they got this little tiny magnet. I mean, this whole thing weighs maybe a pound. So that $1,300 deck is going to be getting some justice. So basically, we got the speakers here. They're going to be going here. We're sound insulating all this, as you can see back here. We got some 80 mil sound insulation going in. You took the paper off? Alright, so what we're doing here, part of the Tundra install, is we have to weld this new plastic bracket. We're using a Harbor Freight Chicago Electric plastic welding kit. They work. I fixed a pair of glasses with them. This is going to be the infusion of the old Tundra speakers mount. I cut out the old speaker, which sadly, actually, it sounded pretty decent considering how low quality. The non-JBL system is basically this small magnet, this tiny voice coil. I will say for what it was, it didn't sound horrendous. But we're going to now attach this permanently to that and mount this speaker. So this is what the Alpines look like installed. I haven't got the door card back on yet, but if you could hear that sound, it's amazing, especially from the tweeter. Alright, so this is the finished product. Alpine R Series RW Kevlar 6.5s in the back of the Overlander. See the nice Alpine branding on there? It's like that new Call of Duty Zombies level Alpine, right? Did you coat the edge again?
Yeah, and I did a little like extra on the bottom.
So we're putting the second coat of Flex Seal on the roof rack mount. What's going on, man? Nah. Not much. How's it going? The Flex Seal's setting pretty good on here. A few days we'll be able to get this up on the top, get the roof rack mounted. So we're putting some diamond plate on this box, some construction adhesive, put some diamond plate on, and just throw it on some cap and collar screws and construction adhesive. I got the second chase in here. This is going to be for the low voltage. Goes right into the box where the DVR and the router will both be installed. So we're putting the diamond plate on the box here. Then we'll be putting the gas tank back on, but I think the diamond plate's going to give it a real nice look. So we're getting that now. It's starting to look pretty good. We got these fine cap and collar screws with a nice chrome tip. They'll go on the top. Gas tank. I just wanted to give you a quick, we diamond plated that box. We're going to be putting the gas tank back on there. You see the diamond plate. And you also got some nice quartz crystals. You can see how they glimmer. Some nice cap and collar screws. We still got to silicone it and got some other stuff to do to it tomorrow, but you can catch the vibe we were going for there. I think it's a really nice look considering what it's given to the vehicle. I think it's that mean.
Done anything with the camera though, so I wouldn't even have like ideas. Like, I haven't seen enough of them to like.
So this is the custom snowboard holder attached to the diesel heater tank. We finished getting the diamond plate on there. I think all in all she's a shop. beauty now. It's really nice. Really good in there. Alright, so we're putting this roof rack on. I was going to take aluminum and custom offset fins, like make a fin that's got 2 Dremels so that it was flush mount, put one this way and then one that way, and then offset it so if it went this way here on that one, it would go that way, so they're pulling against each other, giving it reverse like torsion. But I ended up going with the factory mounts. It is what it is, and we're just going to put that up there. The Flex Seal went really well. I think it's actually a pretty smart way to do this, and then I'm just going to sink it in with 3.5-inch screws to the new 2x3 framing that I put in. There was no pre-existing wall outlets or electrical connections in this vehicle, so all the wiring post is all mine, and essentially it freed me up and gives me that use of this. Now this is going to fall right onto the edge of this here, so I think that's about where we're at for it. So, I didn't know if we showed you, we got this diamond plate box done the other day. Kind of groovy. Still got more to do. We got to sink a piece of black plywood in there and get the cover fitment back. But really, for holding your snowboard at the ski mountain or whatever, it's going to be pretty sick. But the big reveal is that rack's on, man, and it really looks good. So you get a perspective shot. You just got that. There's going to be a 54-inch light bar up there, too. But you really got to picture this, because you're going to have a ladder that comes out of that, right? And there's going to be a piece of diamond kick plate right here that's going to essentially hold it all together. So that's where we're really going to want to see it shine. So, and actually seeing that, the ladder piece, I'm going to put a strip of plywood so that it doesn't push through the side of the camper, which will be sunk into the 2x3 inside, but it's also going to be lined with diamond plate, so you're going to have that diamond plate look at multiple perspectives. Once we get to the painting and stuff, it's really going to come out good.